Right, I'm joined by a man who knows a thing or two about the subject, Shay Given. Talk to you about Caoimhin Kelleher, mate. What a guy.
What should they say? I mean, he's doing brilliant, isn't he? Yeah, he's had a great time. Obviously, Allison's a fantastic goalkeeper as well, but it feels like he's not missing from the team at all, is he? Kellers doing absolutely brilliant. I mean, the cup final was very special. Some of the saves in the cup final was immense, and of course, from an Irish point of view as well, it's great that we have, Kelleher and of course Gavin Bazuna at Southampton as well. But what a career Caoimhin's having at the minute.
It's amazing, isn't it? Because I mean, you come through the ranks. I think it's almost impossible to grow a goalkeeper at a top football club. You know what I mean? It's very rare that you see someone come through the academy and make it in the first team. They always have to go out. It's a testament to how good he is and how good his mentality is that he's stuck around and actually got to this level so far.
Yeah, and of course the coaches behind this sort of thing. He's been there a good few years now. I know John Octaberg there doing great things with Kelleher as well. So you ought to give sort of the team behind the goalkeepers at Liverpool great credit as well. So yeah, I mean he's having a brilliant time. What can you say? I mean the only thing is he's good enough to be playing regularly for Liverpool. That's the next thing when Alisson comes back fit. Does he stay in the team or does he make that change? But Caoimhin's good enough to be playing at sort of any top team in the Premier League, and that's the only difficult thing from a Liverpool point of view. You've got two goalkeepers that really are of such a high standard.
Is there going to be pressure from Ireland, do you think, over that as well? Because obviously he'll want to be Irish first choice, surely. Yeah. And there's going to come a point where it's going to be harder for him to nail down that regular first if he's not playing regular.
Yeah, I think so, and it's probably come from him as well. Because he's 25 now. He's not a kid anymore. He's in the prime of his life. So I think even Caoimhin getting this taste of this regular slot in the first team. That's what every player wants to be. They want to be playing every single week, and he's done brilliant. And he's a real calm and influence as well in the team. I think that spreads through the team. You see the way he plays with a real calm and a surety about his performances. So I think Caoimhin getting this real taste of a real run in the team. Both in the Premier League and the cup games as well. He'll be desperate to do that on a regular basis. And I suppose Liverpool fans, you can't hang on to him forever if he's not going to be playing. Then he'll probably look to play at another top team because he's good enough.
I think it's his calmness on the ball, which is something else. You see young goalkeepers, and particularly what they're asked to do, playing off in the past, he looks unflappable every single time he gets the ball passed to him.
Yeah, it looks like that's the way he's been brought up. I think, as I say, through the coaching system, he looks very, very calm. And sometimes it's difficult to coach that, that sort of calmness, when the ref blows the whistle, whatever it is, when you're in the heat of battle. And even, again, going back a couple of weeks to the cup final, he looked so assured, so calm in a massive occasion. Playing the League Cup final, of course, Klopps last year as the manager. There's so sort of much hype and pressure around the thing. And he just played as if he was playing in his back garden, he just played with that coolness and calmness, so that's great credit to him.
Yeah. Where do you think he ranks in terms of the backup goalies in the Premier League at the moment? Because I can't think of many clubs that have got a better second choice keeper than him.
Well, I wouldn't class him as a backup keeper, if I'm being brutally honest. I would class him as a number one. And Liverpool are blessed to have him, I think. And as I say, the biggest problem is keeping hold of him now, because I think Liverpool himself as a footballer are at a stage now we can't sort of hold him back any longer. He's been so good for us over the last few years, and now again in this spell of games he's been absolutely amazing. So you wonder if Alisson will come straight back in the team or Kelleher will keep his place. But Alisson's a world-class keeper as well, so it's a real tricky one for Jurgen Klopp and his team.
Happens though, doesn't it, sometimes? And I was a goalie growing up, sometimes you've just got to, your opportunity it just happens sometimes, doesn't it? Someone will get injured and then it's on you to sort of grab that chair, grab the gloves, and he's certainly doing that so far.
Yeah, and himself as well. He's in the shop window because people think, oh,
stop selling him, Shay.
Well,
stop selling him.
He's gone, man. He's just admitted he's away. Yeah. No, but in his defence, like he's playing for his life and his career and his livelihood and his future, and be that at Liverpool or elsewhere. I'm not trying to sell him. I'm just saying he's that good enough.
Shay's trying to sell Caoimhin Kelleher on his team for when he's in my FPL team.
He's no good if he's on the bench, but.
Just quickly then, obviously big game of footy on Sunday. Liverpool, Man City. Do you reckon?
Right, good. Reckon what? What do you reckon? I don't know. I mean, I think Liverpool have got a brilliant record. I think at home to Man City, at home to Muscles, but it's a bit of a bogey team. For Man City going across to Anfield, it's always a very difficult game. And not had brilliant success over the last number of years, but they're still the champions. They're still the team to get knocked off the perch. Of course they are. And again, if Klopp's going to go out with a fairy tale ending, the Premier League will be the one he wants more than any other trophy, I would imagine. So it's I don't know, how do you build the game up any bigger than what's going to be? It's going to be massive on Sunday, isn't it? It's a huge game for both clubs. I don't know who's going to win it. I'm going to I don't know. I even think I can see a draw actually, which plays into Arsenal's hands. Would you believe they could be sitting rubbing their hands on Sunday evening that there's going to be a draw? But I think it's a very difficult game to call. It's going to be Liverpool or Man City. I think it's so close to call.
Okay, nice one. Thanks so much, mate.
No problem.
Hey, thank you so much for checking out the content today. If you want to get your name in and amongst these wonderful people, then head to redmenplus.com. Join as a legend tier subscriber. You're going to get free merchandise codes. You're going to get in our Discord, and you're going to get your name at the end of YouTube videos. Yes, redmenplus.com, legend tier status.